lightsaber was meant to be a symbol of the Jedi's power and their authority, but also of their skill, because anyone can shoot a gun. Okay? But it takes someone with a special amount of ability to be able to use a weapon that, if you aren't careful, could just easily lop your own head or your arms off. This is a very unsophisticated model. It's the best one that we can come up with. It's a civilized weapon because its use basically punishes, but it doesn't kill the victim. The lightsaber is made of intense heat, and what it does is it actually cauterizes a wound as it creates it. So the victim doesn't bleed to death, okay? You first see it in A New Hope when Obi-Wan Kenobi cuts the hapless bar brawler's arm off there, and what happens is that creature's left alive. You see his arm lying on the floor, but the creature's left alive. He doesn't bleed to death. Okay, so basically it's sort of meant to teach you a lesson, and also perhaps to make you think twice before you tangle with the Jedi again. It's a very powerful weapon and a very potent symbol, and it's one that is instantly recognizable. Interestingly, not just within the universe, but without. There are people who know very little about Star Wars mythology, but you go out in the parking lot, Star Wars, the Force, yes. Okay, so it's actually a very clever use by the series creator, George Lucas, and it's one that remains with us in pop culture even today. Okay, just because you asked, okay, I'll do one of these, one demonstration only, okay? Here's the thing, okay, with the use of lightsabers in the Star Wars mythology by the Jedi, okay, one of the signature things that was present throughout the film is that all of the Jedi had their own individual flourish, okay? And flourish is those neat little moves that you see them do, whenever they're doing Jedi-like things in battle, okay? Each Jedi had their own. It was distinctive, okay? And the thing about these flourishes was that they didn't just look pretty. They actually had utility behind them. They had purpose, because a lot of times the Jedi were running around and things were being thrown at them. They were cutting through them. They were blocking blaster shots. Some even used it like this, okay? This is part of the distinction between each one of the knights, okay? And also, however, it was used to look pretty in the sense, it did provide the viewer with some demonstration of their skill and ability with a lightsaber, and let's be honest, also provided a little bit of the intimidation factor, okay? Let your opponents know exactly who and what you're dealing with.